Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, update on the Alaska tire slashing incident. Gulfstream G280 sets another record. Stratus Transponder now FAA certified. I'm Bree Cross. It's July 6, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. We have previously reported on the vandalism to 87 airplanes parked on the ramp at Merrill Field, Alaska on June 2nd that caused an estimated $200,000 in damage to the aircraft. Other than the establishment of a GoFundMe site to aid in the replacement of the tires, no further news about the vandalism has been heard until now. Last week, the Anchorage Police Department released images captured by closed-circuit television cameras that showed a person of interest connected to the tire slashing incident. The Alaska Daily News reports that a statement released by police said that the images showing the person of interest were found in a review of hundreds of hours of footage captured by the surveillance cameras on the field. A $1,000 reward is being offered by Anchorage Crime Stoppers for information leading to an arrest in the case. As airline travel continues to become more cumbersome and time-consuming, Gulfstream steps up to show business travelers that general aviation jets can get you there faster. Of course, general aviation greatly reduces the hassle of TSA delays, and now Gulfstream's G280 has set a new speed record. This time, it's between Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Luton, England, completing the flight in just 7 hours. This now boosts the aircraft's record-setting tally to 54. The 3,377 nautical mile journey was completed at an average speed of Mach 0.82. Pending approval by the U.S. National Aeronautic Association, the city pair record will be sent to the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale in Switzerland for recognition as a world record. After the break, Appareo offers another ADS-B solution.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. Appareo has announced that their Stratus ESG transponder has now received FAA certification for installation on type certificated aircraft. The Stratus ESG is a panel-mounted 1090 ES transponder that helps aircraft owners meet the 2020 mandate by providing ADS-B out, along with built-in WAAS GPS as a single unit. The company also announced that the transponder is now available with 2 kit options, Stratus ESG and Stratus ESGi. The Stratus ESGi kit includes a certified transponder and a non-certified ADS-B and receiver. When connected to Stratus ESG, the Stratus 2i receiver provides the ADS-B and AHRS to display on the ForeFlight mobile app. Appareo President David Batchelor said, quote, "Many aircraft owners aren't familiar with Appareo or aware that we have more than a decade of experience working on FAA certified products. However, many of them are familiar with the Stratus product line and the work we've done to bring affordable ADS-B and technology to the market." With some 2,000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes.
Well, yeah, pass this bill. Now, and I know the administrator's a nice guy and all that stuff, but if you wait around for the bureaucracy to reform themselves, it's not going to happen. And I don't single out the FAA. I would say this about any bureaucracy. If you want to reform some of the things, they get very offended. And so They've got a lot of people to lobby against this bill. They're doing it right now.
At EAA AirVenture 2015, ANN's Tom Patton talks with Senator James Inhofe about the Pilot's Bill of Rights too. Because this legislation is still being delayed, this video provides a good review of why it's important. It's about a lot more than medical reform. Search Inhofe and PBOR2 on Aero-TV's news channel. After these messages, Senator Inhofe involved in an aircraft accident.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. It's reported that Senator James Inhofe was involved in an aircraft incident over the weekend. Reports indicate that he made a precautionary landing in his Harmon rocket experimental aircraft due to bad weather near Grand Lake, Oklahoma, and departed the runway while avoiding a deer. Boeing International's Africa Vice President expressed an opinion at an aviation conference in Johannesburg this week. He reportedly said that there is a shortage of aviation skills in Africa, and the regulatory agencies in several African countries should work together to improve the aviation climate. The NTSB has issued a finding that is rare in aviation. They say that the pilot of a Tiara-2 airplane involved in an accident which fatally injured 2 people in September 2014 was impaired by marijuana. The Canadian Airports Council announced that Howard Ng, President and CEO of the Greater Toronto Airports Authority, has been elected as its new chair. Prior to joining the Toronto Airports Authority, he served as Executive Director, Airport Operations at the Hong Kong Airport Authority. The U.S. Department of Transportation has announced over $5 million in grants that will go to 9 small communities to help them improve local air service. The grants will be provided through the Small Community Air Service Development Program, which began in 2002. Well, that's the trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. NASA has hit a home run that took 5 years for the ball to make it over the center field fence. After an almost 5-year journey to our solar system's largest planet, NASA's Juno spacecraft successfully entered Jupiter's orbit on Monday, July 4th. NASA Administrator Charlie Bolden said in part, quote, "Independence Day is always something to celebrate, but today we can add to America's birthday another reason to cheer. Juno is at Jupiter." Juno's principal goal is to understand the origin and evolution of Jupiter. With its suite of 9 science instruments, Juno will investigate the existence of a solid planetary core, map Jupiter's intense magnetic field, measure the amount of water and ammonia in the deep atmosphere, and observe the planet's auroras. NASA says Jupiter also can provide critical knowledge for understanding the planetary systems being discovered around other stars. The Juno spacecraft was launched on August 5, 2011 from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. Jet Propulsion Laboratory manages the Juno mission for NASA. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us in a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.